Hi everybody. Today is August 6th, 2024, and I'm posting these videos while I'm in the middle of my 10,000 steps, and I just picked up a big bunch of oregano from a neighbor that she posted on the Coquitlam exchange on Facebook. So I smell like a pizza. It's a wonderful smell. Anyways, I'm posting these videos as a form of therapy to deal with the killing by the government of my 65-year-old brother with Down syndrome. So after a long period of terminating our visits, it's an evil government. It's cruel. I went every single day. After I was unsuccessful in restoring our visits at court, I wrote a letter to the Sheila Malcolmson's office asking for a visit, asking just for a meeting actually with them. But they were very proud of the fact that they refused to meet with me because my sister, my 81-year-old evil nun sister, 4,000 kilometers away in North Bay, Ontario, who's never contributed materially to Paul's welfare, was his, in quotation marks, representative. But every single day I got on the bus, every business day, and I would bring them a letter asking for a meeting, and they never met with me. Now today, I had a knock at my door about 6:30, and it was some woman, I think her last name was Blatherwick, who is the candidate for the NDP in my Coquitlam riding. And I thought, you gotta be kidding. I mean, I didn't answer the door, I didn't know who it was, but I thought, are you kidding me? New Democratic Party, you commie socialist pigs, you evil pigs, you gotta be kidding. I supported you. I canvassed for you, and you allowed my brother to be isolated and locked up and confined to a group home for 588 days, and then to have him die alone except for the evil nun. And they killed him. So I believe, and I've reported this to the coroner and to the College of Physicians and Surgeons, I believe that my nun sister told the doctor at Burnaby Hospital to sedate my brother to death, because he was recovering. He had a stroke on April 13th, and he only lasted 10 days, but he was recovering. I saw him with my own eyes. I saw him sit up. He grabbed a book from my hand, turned the pages, he looked at me. And when my sister realized that she was being investigated for this fraudulent and forged representation agreement, she told the doctor to sedate my brother to death. So I helplessly watched as my little brother, whom I've tried to protect my whole life, was given medication. He had all his ventilator was removed, his catheter was removed. I don't believe he was given food or water, and he was given too much sedation. So he was recovering from the stroke, but he was very fragile, and he couldn't withstand the attack on his autonomic nervous system of the amounts of sedation they were giving him, and they killed him. As the British Columbia government has the highest rate of medical assistance in dying in Canada, and Canada has the highest rate of euthanasia in the world. The last time I checked, Canada paid doctors and nurses to kill people who weren't dying, and disabled people who weren't dying, who did not have a reasonably foreseeable death. Canada paid doctors and nurses to kill 20 people a day, and I stopped counting at 40,000. So, I've watched people die, and I know what it's like to deal with that, and I can deal with that. But to watch my government, my evil New Democratic Party government, and David Eby kill my brother in front of my very eyes. I mean, this is real. This is real. And they want the right to kill people. So I do these walks. I try and get these 10,000 steps in as a kind of therapy. And I share my feelings with you guys because I can't afford the therapy, the trauma counselor anymore. It's $152 for each visit. So please continue to pray for us. I'm trying to change the law so that no guardian can ever isolate and confine an incapable adult the way my evil sister did. That this is based on, it's called the Peter Falk law in the United States, where Peter Falk's second wife isolated and confined him after he had a stroke, and she wouldn't let his adult daughters visit Peter Falk. And they never were able to visit their father, but they created the Peter Falk Foundation and changed the law in 22 states at the last counting, so that guardians or conservators cannot isolate and confine incapable adults. I had 2 expert reports from psychiatrists saying that it was in my brother's best interest and in my best interest that we should be able to visit. And yet my sister, with whom my brother's never lived, who doesn't know him, doesn't understand his speech, was allowed to isolate and confine him at the direction of his group home, L'Arche the Cult, L'Arche, L'Arche. So that's it for today. Please continue to pray for us. Contribute to our GoFundMe account. I'm still trying to change the law, and I want it to be called Paul's Law in Canada, so that guardians cannot isolate and confine incapable adults. And also copy and paste the email that I'll put in the description box for this video and send it from your email address. Thank you, everybody, for following along this story. I know you must be so bored with it, but my heart is broken. My purpose in life was to protect my little brother, and in the end, I wasn't able to do that at all. And he died isolated and tortured by this evil government. Please get out and vote on October 19th of 2024 in the British Columbia elections, and let's throw these socialist commie NDP out on their asses. Take care, everybody.